But anyway, I keep
Oh yeah,
diverting.
I mean, we're just trying to
Tattooed
list stuff.
Man, you
Like I
got
said, like
pincushion.
I kept going through the bed of nails, straitjacket escapes. We mentioned flesh hook suspensions, walking on broken glass, walking on burning coals, eating
Is there a
glass,
secret to
eating
walking on
bugs.
breaking glass other than just be careful?
Well, here's again, like I just said, there's a way you can fake it, and there's a way you can do it for real. Now, sometimes some people get real nitpicky about where that line is drawn. And I feel like, look, there's adjusting the probability of you getting hurt and no chance whatsoever. So I figure if there's no chance of you getting hurt whatsoever, then you're probably cheating or you're using a fake version. So here, walking on broken glass. Here's the thing: you can just walk on broken, and it comes down to technique and luck. Like I've done it, and through no fault of my own or the universe, anyways, I've ended up cut. And then other times, and most times not cut at all. But if you really want to just play with broken glass and have almost no fear, because it's not 100% chance, but like a 99% chance. We used to take and you break all the glass up, right? You put it in big canvas duffel bags, like surplus army bags. You throw that in a dryer or a washing machine, and you basically make a giant tumbler, and you tumble the shit out of it. We used to have in a show I was doing in Australia at this theme park, we had a kiddie pool full of broken glass, and we would throw a girl into it. She'd belly flop, and people would lose their mind. And bits of glass are flying because people will see that. They'll be careful, it's glass, it's glass. And they'll just give it a tap, and they'll be, oh my god, it's real. And it's also smooth like as a marble. Man.
It's all the optics at that point.
Oh yeah, and so there are things like that. And again, like you get somebody doing a ladder of swords, let's say. Now, you can cut, Penn and Teller had a great bit on this about how you fake knives on stage, where they were cutting up a banana with one. And he goes, look, on stage, you can cut a banana with a banana. And he proceeds to chop the banana with the banana. Because it's a pre-chop thing. There's an easy gimmick. So it's like, if you want to make something appear sharp, but not actually let people investigate it, doesn't take any trouble at all.
I never thought when somebody goes, hey, this knife right here, this is sharp, and they start chopping stuff, never once occurred to me the vegetable was pre-chopped.
Right.
This whole time I was been like, well, shit, that thing's
It
sharp.
also just doesn't have to be like, if you look at, like I say, like ladder of swords and machete beds are notorious for this. The person always has a cucumber, right? Now that thing has been sitting in a cooler. It is crisp. It is ready like any man, of course. And what they're doing is it's just, it doesn't have to be that sharp. They are swinging for the fences. If you look at their arm, they're not just like, because if it was really sharp, it wouldn't take much effort. But they're coming down, and you look at it, half the time it breaks it. Because a lot of people, and I'm not going to call anybody out because it is what it is.
We're here for the smoke on this podcast.
Right. But there a lot of people use blades that are basically stairs. They're not sharp at all, and it comes down to an individual performer's sort of how crazy. I also know people that take huge unnecessary risks. Where I look at them, I go like, dude, there's doing the stunt, and then there's just seeing if you can get hurt for fun.
That's interesting. That makes a lot of sense. That there's sort of a spectrum, and it's like, there's a difference between like completely faking it versus making sure you're not 100% certainly going to die.
I wish I could remember who it was. I can kind of narrow it down to a couple of people in my head, but I don't know exactly who told me this. And it was early on for me. It was like mid to late 90s. And I'm talking about stunts and acts. And this is the point where I'm just starting to build up my own versions and, see how extreme, find out how far I can go. Like the first time I put a skewer through my cheek,